What's the point of having organizational values? And why should they matter to you as a manager? We'll get into the answer to these and other related topics in this Memo to Managers. Pop quiz. What are the values in your organization? Do you know them? Do you know them by heart? Now, if your organization doesn't have stated values, that's a different topic for a different day. But if they do, what are they? The reason organizational values are important is they create a foundation for a culture in your organization. Now, why should this matter to you as a manager? An organization's culture, if it's an attractive one, can serve as a competitive advantage for any organization who wants to attract top talent, or for any manager who wants to keep say that 5 times fast, who wants to keep top talent on the team. And so as an organizational leader, which you would be as a manager, you would be expected not only to know these values, but to perpetuate them in your work with your team members. And I would assert that the best way to do that is not to say, all right, everybody, gather around, listen up, we're going to talk about values. That would pretty much turn everybody off. Instead, think about doing this in your day-to-day work as you work with your team members. A conversation about fairness, for example, would best be had when you're divvying up who does what for the team. If the need comes up. I mean, just displaying fairness in your work would probably be the better way to go. But if you have to have the conversation, it's best that you're having it because you're actually exemplifying that as you divvy up responsibilities. I don't know if divvy is a common word now or not, but I think you understand what I mean. Now, another opportunity to display company value, perhaps that of continual learning, which is a common one in many companies, would be when a team member comes to you and says, I'd really like to take this class that's going on down at the local college. Well, if your company has that value of continual learning, then you probably should say yes to that. And again, doing so would just be a way to demonstrate that company value. And you might as well mention it as it's happening, because it's good that you're showing it, not just in word, but actually in your actions too. So you see how this works? Knowing and showing support for the organization's values helps you create the team that you want. It also helps the company create the culture that they want. And those things kind of work together. Now, typically we don't learn without doing. So here's your assignment. And it's a two-parter, so listen up. The first task, if you don't know your company values, learn them. If it helps to take the first letter of each value and maybe reorganize those letters to create a word, if possible, a word that you can easily remember to help you remember what those values are, that's one suggestion I would make for you. The second task, as you go about your day, note where those values are being demonstrated. Now, you don't need to make a big issue about it, but just say, yep, looks like another instance of us following the company values. As you learn these concepts and apply them in your work, I know they'll help you and your organization improve productivity and move you more quickly to achieving your goals. I'm Aaron Groh. Thanks for watching this Memo to Managers and for helping me advance management excellence.